Alright, my dears. Hello, everyone. I know, I'm a little early today, but I learned a couple of things. One, there's a button that makes your character look directly at the screen. So that's neat. And two, that there's also some kind of setting where you can hide people's names. Or abbreviate people's names, so that's kind of interesting. I mean, I'm not doing that with my name, obviously, my character's name, anyway. Could I be Takar? I don't know. I don't feel like that's a great name. For me, anyway. I mean, the Ronso clan name is great, so I'm not complaining about that. One of the other things that I noticed is, so originally I had, my hair color needed. I just wanted it to be a different color from my character's skin tone, or not skin tone, but fur color. And that was in the previous version of the game. But something I've been noticing lately is you can actually really tell now. You couldn't tell as much before the visual update, but the more pictures I've been taking, like the wedding photos and stuff, and the more close-ups of my character, the more I'm like, man, I can really see the color difference here. Speaking of wedding photos, let me show you one. I didn't stream it, but I did record it. Let's see. Is this... Here's where my images go. I did record it, and I did take a bunch of pictures. So let me... I'll get to the MSQ in a second. I just wanna look at some stuff here. Here we go. So here's me hanging out in the little room. They put you in a little room. This little room right here. So I took a couple pictures in the little room. And then we got out for the ceremony, and here's all the people who showed up. It was nice. It was a nice day with some friends. I wasn't expecting anyone to really like give a crap, because I've tried to get people to play this game with me before, and because I don't know, I want to share things that that I like with people that I like. So hence part of the reason I'm streaming. So it really was amazing, and it's a stupid thing to get all worked up over, but it made me so happy. You know what? I'm gonna put this under. There we go, so I can talk. Haha. So there's all the people. And then this is so close to being a good picture, but my eyes were closed. And I'm so mad. That's okay. It's still a pretty good picture, but my eyes are closed. And I'm like, arg. And then I have... we fly up into the sky, because we did the Moogle wedding. And, I'm actually curious. I kind of want to go look at some videos of the other versions of the wedding ceremony. But we got the chocobo, we got the mount and the ring and stuff. And there's Takar looking all fabulous. And this Dark Souls looking guy here in the back is actually my older brother. So that was fun. Um, and this is my husband's character. He changed his outfit for the reception because we ended up taking some pictures like this. Haha. So everybody just kind of got in whatever gear they wanted at that point. And then after that we did a couple things. We did Fall Guys as kind of our like little after party. That was fun. Everybody got their yeses. Well, several people got their yeses. Not everybody got it. The mount from Fall Guys. It's a fun mount. But we got it for a few people. And then we did some of the Evil East Raid series so that people could unlock Boja. Boja? And so that's where this picture's from. I took this in first person. It was just so pretty. We were just hanging out in Kugane at night because that's where a lot of the... Well, Kugane is where a lot of the quest turn-ins were. So we were hanging out in Kugane while friends were doing quest stuff. This is my Pictomancer gear, minus the umbrella, obviously. But I was playing on Picto. So, yeah, it was a fun time. I didn't want to, like, stream it. I do have it recorded. I might use it to practice editing. But I don't think... I think maybe I just keep it for me, you know? But I did want to share a few pictures that I took and some stories and stuff. But you can see in this picture, too, with the lighting, the new lighting is really making my hair stand out. Oh yeah, that's cute. And then the so we're gonna fix that first. And yes, I am using several of these for my new desktop backgrounds. So we're gonna fix my hair first. Oh, sorry. Dealing with some allergies and stuff. And then we will see about the MSQ. As once did this very realm from the darkest depths of unseemly ugliness, shall you rise anew. Prepare yourself. Or perhaps, prepare yourself. Maybe it should be more like that. Oh, man, am I feel like I'm just blowing directly into my mic. I keep positioning it in different places. Hopefully I'm not just attacking your ears with plosives right now. But I got a little feedback. Anyway, so the problem, as I see it, is that I can't change my actual skin tone. That's set at white. And so if I change my hair is currently here, and like it can go here, and then we're matchy. It's white on rice. Let's go to small clothes so we can take a look. Now it was here, and you see in the character editor with the lighting and everything, like you can't tell a whole lot of difference. And but there is a little bit. So if we go Inland Desert, let's take a look. Yeah, you see what I mean? You can barely tell a difference in this lighting. But if we change it to evening, then you can definitely tell a lot more that something is different. So we could lighten it up. Let's see what happens if we lighten it up by like one step. So it was here, and then it's here, and okay, so that's one step lighter actually does make a pretty big difference already. And I could go one step lighter than that, but I'm not sure that... So that one I actually can't tell between this and that. Like, legit can't tell. So let's change it to evening. See if we can see more of a difference. Oh, whoops. Between 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, can't really tell. But between these two, you can really tell. And you can even tell between these two that this is just darker. Of course, I could always go ahead and just do something radically different. I don't know. We did get all those extra Fantasias. Maybe now's the time. Maybe now's the time that I change my character's look. I thought about changing it for the wedding, but I don't know. I wanted... I wanted Takar to look, you know, close to how he really looks, you know? Really looks, I say. About the cartoon character. That's kind of cute. The blonde look. That's a little bit cute. Darker blonde, lighter blonde. I mean, I certainly like it better than the gray. Oh, what is going on there? Does he have... No, that's just the lighting on the braid, I guess. I was like, does the braid have two tones in it? Not really. Okay. So if we were to do that, then what do we do for the stripes? Black seems terrible. I had and I know I've said this before, I had a teacher who said never use black. Let's see. Is this the right RGB value? No, not quite. Could just remove the pattern altogether. Oh no, definitely not. Gotta have the tiger stripes, baby. Oh, I do like purple. It's interesting because he's got white eyes, but the surrounding environment, yeah, the surrounding environment really changes what, because of the reflection off of his eyes, really changes stuff. So anyway, let's see. If we can get a good tattoo color. Because the face markings do matter to me. That's kind of part of his whole deal, you know? Okay, 8360 or 3688. See how close we can get to that on the face. Yeah, 63. It might be it. It might just be that there. And then the fur pattern. Pretty much we're going to leave the fur pattern where it is, but the fur color, let's see if we can get that closer. Wow, the pattern, or the fur pattern just does not brighten up like that, does it? Well, anyway, the point was trying to decide whether to go with a higher contrast or a lower contrast. If I go higher, it's probably gonna be like a different color altogether. Probably something with these blues, blue grays. Of course, I do like that blonde look here, and or like I really like that for a fur color. I think I'd have to use one of those Fantasias and change the base, though. So I think we'll go ahead and just leave it white for now. We'll go lower contrast. Let's change the oh no, I can't remember what other colors I had, so we're just gonna have to. All right, so I'm just gonna lighten up the hair for now. So we'll just, now that I've messed around with a bunch of stuff. Yes, thank you. We're just gonna come in here. We're gonna lighten up that fur pattern so that it matches the rest of his fur a little bit better. It changed the hair. Okay. You know what? While I'm here, I want to take this opportunity. I want to talk about the hair. Because, like, look at this hair, right? The hair actually doesn't look terrible on him. It's clipping through my shirt, so let's go ahead and, oops. There we go. Now, the hair doesn't actually look terrible. The problem is right here. Like, this is what we got. We got this weird cutout hole patch where the ears should go. And so it's like, oh, instead of the hair helmet covering the ears, you get your ears back, but you get them back in this, like, terribly implemented way. Like, I would say and have said that I'd almost rather they just let the ears clip through by themselves. But I know if I did that, I'd have some complaints, right? Because, like, you look at the angle of the ears versus the angle of the hair, it's like, all right, clearly this bit of hair should be, like, further forward or further back. You know, the way the hair is constructed just doesn't have Rothgar ears in mind. And you got the same deal going on here, right? You can clearly see, like, hair strands here, just going straight through where the ear is, and then you've got this terrible patch thing on top. So it's just never gonna look right at, like, any angle. This one, I was gonna say this one is a little bit better because it's got this clear delineation here between the hair that's pulled back and the hair that's not. It's like, okay, that's a little bit better, but you still got that problem there. So no, it's not really better. This is almost okay. But it's just like, please, can we have... Can we not look like the hair is the ears are just, I mean, it does make the hair look like it's cut out and still a little helmety to have these cutouts where our ears go through the hair when we put it on. This is okay from the front. You still got a little bit of this problem here, but there are so many other hair parts that you can kind of lose it in the noise, which I think works out a little bit better. This is almost good. And you know why? It's because this coiffed swoop thing on the side covers up a lot of this. So as long as you're not looking at it from the back specifically here, it's actually pretty great. The hair here is a little less bad because this is a very short part, and the way that the lines line up, you see the edge to this terrible ear patch aligns roughly with the edge from this hair part. So you're not clipping through as many hair parts, and you're fitting in with the natural flow of the hair a little bit better here. I still don't like it because it's, I don't know. That's like hair for straight people or something. No, I don't know. I don't know how to properly roast this hair. It's just very fine, I guess. It's one of the okayest haircuts that I've ever seen. So yeah. Anyway, that's my thing about the hair. Is that the parts, the position of the parts and things like that is just very awkward. This is close to working for the same reason. The parts that swoop over where the ears attach hide a lot of the details and the messiness. This does not work here specifically, and it's because you've got several different parts And then this section here, we should actually get to see the point where this hair swoops down, this hair swoops up here. But instead, this is actually covering and creating like a bridge between this hair part and this hair part. So that just doesn't work. This one almost good on this side because this is where the hair part is. So having this here works okay. This one, this does not work. So anyway, oh yeah, and having the patch over the top of the braids, yuck. Yuck. And I know that they would have to create additional hair assets for everyone. But like they'd have to create additional hair assets for Rothgar and Viera to make the hair style match with their ears. But like I don't know. I collected all these hairstyles just to have them, not because I'm going to use them. They just don't work with the rest of my character's face. This one probably works the best, and you even have some clipping here, but I don't really care because all of these parts cover up that horrendous ear patch thing, and enough of the parts separate around the ear like you'd expect. So it gives you the illusion that the ears are fine where they are at, and they're not causing any kind of shape problems because they're covered up by all those little hair strands. So that works. This, I don't know what this is. I don't know where I got this hair. The braid looks a little silly. This looks a little Full Metal Alchemist, if I'm being honest, or it should be Full Metal Alchemist anyway. Yeah. Yeah, the ears don't work there either. This is okay. No, really, really not okay. Okay, all right, fair enough. Anyway, so like I say, that's my sort of rant thing about hair for Hrothgar specifically. And I'm sure Viera have their own problems. This one's kind of cute. So we're gonna go back to the base hair, which was created with Ronso in mind. Hrothgar and Ronso, and we're just gonna go ahead and pay the nice man and get on with our evening. Man, it's a good thing I started the stream a little bit early because it took me so long just to like chat about that stuff and hang out and do things. So now we're actually gonna begin the MSQ at about normal stream time. Funny how that worked out. Yeah, that's already looking better. Alright, anyway. Time for the MSQ, baby! Oh, crap. My inventory is full of so much garbage. That's okay. It is a pleasure as always, Takar. Have you been able to relax lately? I mean, no, but for different out-of-game reasons. Wonderful. As busy as you have been, with the right of succession among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tuliolal at a more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos at Shbalyav man, it's been so long since I've had to try to pronounce these things, is one such way to do so. They're made the traditional way and laden with fillings, and are absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner, Baruch Evo, will look after you. Alright. I mean, I guess. Seems fine. Let's, how do I RP walk in this game? Is that the button? Yeah, let's RP walk. Oh, a little butterfly. Oh, good, there are stairs. As you can see, I have not done all of the role quests yet. You know what? Let me put my weapon away. I have done a few of the role quests, but I haven't completed all of them yet. I really want his outfit. Look at this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and not RP walk anymore. Oh man, I really want to like take a look at his hair, because I think he might have the same hair issue. But he looks really good. You don't see much in the way of problems with his hair. His outfit looks really nice, with the like tummy wrap thing. These are okay. So you can get something like that. It's like a blacksmith outfit, and then these are rings and gloves and stuff that you get from casting. I think they're caster gear. I don't love the pink, I think. Or well, it's reddish. No, you know what it is? It's the brown stripes. It's like you got yellow, brown, and pink, and it's like, all right, you could be, or rose kind of. You could do something else here. Anyway, you could do like a like push it. You know what? Instead of the brown, instead of going from the like dirty blonde to like the brown tips, you could do the tips in a brighter color, like a bright orange, or something to just mix that up. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, well, if it isn't Takar, alone today, are you? I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, then they're on the house. Consider it a token of gratitude for your help tracking down those treasures. I have tracked down a couple treasures, yeah. Go ahead and find a table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. Yes, sir. Hmm. You still love tacos, I hope. You ate so many when you turned 5, you could barely move afterwards. Hmm? No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Right, sorry, it's still strange for me too. Just the other day you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Yasilani, and now you're a man grown with a face full of hair. Oh. Disable auto text it is, yes. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me. Relying. That feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. I can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had Electrope. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here, I'm helpless. A culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stare at me, gods, I've never felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that. I'd been told the tales, but it seems life is really different within the dome. My wife and children, I was thinking I'd have them join me once things had settled, but at this rate... I say you send for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. I am about to cry right now. Oh my gosh, this is so... So this guy in the blue, the red guy is the blue guy's father, and the blue guy was in the dome, so he's like 30 years removed now, and so the father has like missed his entire life, and now he's trying, he's working. It's just like, oh, I hope I can help. I hope I can help make them happy. Speaking of helping people be happy, Llama Cheese here. I don't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Tuliolal. Vauruklamat. To aid folk like yourself, we've established a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There you can learn skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know. But I'm hopeful that they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek this group out, and I'll bring my family with me. Thank you! Thanks, Wookie. Oh, look who it is! I was just about to go and find you, Takar. You don't mind the company, I hope. I could use a bite to eat myself. Yeah, sure. Come on over. Ooh. Am I having dropped frames? No, it says excellent connection. Ah, the tacos here never disappoint. So, what have you been up to lately? Well, I got married. I have been helping around Wachimeki Meki. Oh, this looks weird. I can tell that my hair is lighter. I don't know if I like that either. It might be time for a new look. I'd be ashamed to do that right after the wedding photos, though. I've been working to recover some stolen artifacts, been making a name for myself at the Arcadian. Oh, that's true. But yeah, let's go ahead and do recover stolen artifact. I've been reviewing reports from the Landsguard. Given my responsibilities, I'm not in a position to chase criminals abroad, so I needed someone else to take care of the matter. I'm glad that someone is you. As for myself, I'm being kept busy with duties at the palace. But whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way, I can better understand the problems they have and share them with Kona to figure out solutions. I was on one such walk just now, and as I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Yeah? Kona and I have something we want to discuss with you as Dawn servants. Do you have time to come to the palace? Sure. Great. I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us once you're finished here. Change my outfit? I don't think I changed my outfit. I think this is fine. My goodness. All right. Suddenly I wish I knew all the words to On the Steps of the Palace. But I really don't. I do feel pretty fancy though in my little coat. My little waistcoat. I love a good waistcoat. We do love a good waistcoat, don't we? Alright, anyway. Master Takar, it is always an honor. Valkona has stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he should join you before too long. Enter Sunperch. Yes, please. Oh hey, it's the gang. Oh, you're all here too? Valkona summoned us. Though, if truth be told, Alphino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Hannish culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We were, of course, happy to oblige him. Grail and I were likewise summoned. Otherwise, we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Huh. Lest you wonder, Thancred and Riange have left to resume their tour of Tural. Ishtola, meanwhile, is back to researching cross-rift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Kona's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. Yeah, of course. If the look she had in her eyes was any indication, I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You're like to be stuck with her for a while. Ooh, foreshadowing. We haven't had Ishtola adventures in a little while. As for Estinian, we know neither where he is nor what he is doing. Some things never change. Well, I'm glad we are done playing Where Are They Now? Because Kona's here! Oh, I gotta go try to remember the Kona voice. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So, what can we do for you? Hopefully, present company is enough for whatever it is you need. Adjusts glasses. The matter for which I summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Galulja and his administration have invited us to attend. Oh. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yasalani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have a funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the Queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They are being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Though Sphene was though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar of her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Indeed. A funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I've decided to go. Not only to be there for Galulja, but to put this chapter behind us. That I requested your presence was none other than to see if you wished to attend the funeral. You knew Sphene as well, after all. That would be inappropriate. Yeah, I definitely wonder if there wasn't another way. I mean, if you go back and watch some of those streams, I was distraught. I'm just like, these are real people. We've got to find another solution. Anyway. Oh, good expression for that. You and me both. But we made our choices and are responsible for what comes of them. As vow, I will attend the funeral in an official capacity. I owe it to the Alexandrian people to bear witness to their grief. I'd like it if you could be there to watch over everything, like you did all through the rite of succession. Yeah, sure. I feel like the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Sphene was, to her people and to others, so let us stand with you. Then it's decided. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Golulja in the back room. Sure. Oh. Fade to title card. Oh. Oh, I wonder. Alright, well, let's just teleport. Teleportato! Away! Was it a cat? No. Hi, sweetie. I wonder if I shouldn't wear something more appropriate for a funeral. Okay, let's see. Oh man, I still have not cleared this map either. I'll get to it. Proceed to the back room. Yeah, I'll get to clearing the map at some point, just not now. Ah, you came for the funeral. Of course. I'm the only one who'll officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shale is always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep's systems and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. Studious as always, I see. By way of a treat, I've brought you gâteau au chocolat. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Lamachi. And thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here, according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't say that out loud right now, but I would say that, yes. Man, I was just talking about earlier, was talking about the fact that a bunch of different places in the world all came up with the idea of like vampires and werewolves and like zombies and stuff. Like many cultures around the world had like ideas of undead creatures and people who turn into like animal monsters and stuff like that. Different kinds, different sorts of stories, but in lots of different places before information was like easily before information easily traveled around. So I'm like, how did all these different people come up with basically the same story? Or like bread. So many different places in the world have like different versions of bread. I find that wild. I wonder if bread comes down to, well, cuz like there was the anyway, I'm sure there's a historical reason for all of that, but I do find it very interesting. Because as far as I know, there's not a specific origin point for these stories to have proliferated from. Anyway. The flowers are being handed out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man I would like to speak with. Go-san. He was apparently Sven's aide, and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. London Bridge is falling down. I can't not hear that, like, every time. Literally every time. Man, I gotta say, it has been a minute since I've been to Solution 9. This establishment caters to lost souls seeking their true path. As a matter of fact, the services of our fortune teller are in rather high demand of late. I'm afraid we're completely booked for the coming months. Oh, it really is a fortune teller. Fascinating. Oh my god, those are just the high or low cards. They're not even Astro cards. They're just the treasure map high or low cards. Ah! What? Kyrie, don't let her freaking fool you with playing cards. That's ridiculous. Ah, that's so funny. I thought maybe that's what that sign meant. Oh yeah. I was like, why? Where's the freaking Aethernet crystal thing? It's like it's over there. Praxis Park. Here we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Why, you're... I'm Val Wuklamat of Tuliolal. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Sven's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Gosan, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I have been responsible for administering affairs of state. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral? Rest assured they are not a requirement. We're aware your people do not use them. You see, people in the Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that we might wear our regulators painted the same color. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able. I see. Yet, regulator or no, the important thing is that we remember Queen Sven. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower. I will. The proceedings will soon begin in this plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower. Can I go get a regulator? I mean, I don't want to, like, use one, but they'd make pretty cool hats. For someone who doesn't have a lot of options for hats. Oh, there's a little Aether right there. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit here.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Sphene brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. And in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we must. We will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow. Would that I could find solace in my own words.
That was a really nice shot. The tracking shot where he was walking.
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
Yes. I'm sorry,
What
that's...
will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
And then they invented alcohol.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
There's uncertainty in Tuliolal as well.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
Do they know that we killed her?
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead? I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Yeah, maybe.
Guloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
Hey, Galulcha, do you really not know Do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Shale searched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamulja she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. Well, you're here means she was here too, inside the dome. There can't be any other way about it. Hmm? No. No. Just went to the funeral. Hmm. Do you want to know your mother? That's a good question. I think so, even if it makes me feel sad. I want to know her. So, I want to try looking again, and if I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. I see. Well, if that's what you want. Then I'll help you. I'd like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. Of course. We must help the child! But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all is well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. Alright, thank you everyone. Okay, the lighting here definitely gives the hair... I'm just never gonna be satisfied. Yeah, it makes it look more blue. Assuming neither memories nor records of Galulja's mother remain, we must cast as wide a net as possible. I suggest we split into groups. Jakar, if you could make inquiries outside in the outskirts, the rest of us will do the same in Solution 9. Sorry, I'm having some allergies right now, so I'm just choking on those words. Alright, sure. Banish me to the outskirts. What is this? Oh, the Eternity Bell. from my wedding. Here we go. You're looking for a Malmulja woman? Oh, Galulja's mother. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Zeralja, and then only what my father told me. He said that before the dome cut us off from the outside world, a Tural Vidral had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Zoralja assembled a party of warriors and with them confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear the king's feat in the past. Okay. Mamulja woman? Their people have never been a common sight around here. Why, the last time I saw one would have been about before the dome came down above our heads. Over our heads. She was among an entourage of Landsguard that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Tuliolal after their mission. But if they remained, I suppose they could have been trapped in here with the rest of us. I will find you. Ah. Sorry, but I've never heard of a Mamulja woman living in these parts, much less one connected to Zeralja. You might have better luck talking to the people over at the Tonawatan settlement to the north of Everkeep, in a place called Yawata. The resilient son won their loyalty when he saved them from some crisis or another, or so the story goes. If I remember correctly, their chief's name was Kaneloka. Okay. Towata. Now we must return to the back room. Away! You know what this place needs is a market board. I feel like a lot more people would hang out like right in here if they had a market board. Because this place is cool, but it's like, why would we stay here? All the crafting and market board and all the other junk is like elsewhere. Galulja's told me all. We've previously tried to track down records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. He's a clone, I told you before. I don't know, maybe he's not a clone. Maybe we'll find his mom at that Yuyuwata, whatever. But like, I remember back in the first the MSQ streams that I did, I'm like, is this kid a clone? I bet he's a clone. He's like made of electrope. Oh man, wait a minute, cause I have done the I did manage to get a run of the raid, the Echoes of Vanadil raid in last when it came out. And they are using electrope to create visions of people. Basically doing the same like projecting that Sphene did onto the electrope there. I wonder if this kid is also made of electrope. Ah, so you spoke with quite a few people as well. Let's combine all our findings and see what conclusion we might draw. So, Zuralja brought a retinue of Landsguard to Yasalani, among whom was a female Mamulja. His mission was to rid the region of a Tural Vidral, and I believe it is safe to say that that was the crisis in Uyawada he resolved. If some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement in Uyawata. Uyawata. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Zeralja made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location, oh, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal. And if this Mamulja woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come into contact. I see. But what could Zeralja have been doing in that village? I think we can answer that question. In order to retrace Zeralja's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Origenics. He said that, approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside the Everkeep per the King's direct order. This is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that was all we could learn. It's plenty to go on. Even if the work there was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation records, there it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts at obfuscation, but large deliveries were being made to Yawada, far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been any activity for years, though. It's likely the facility has been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? We can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure all this out. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, a picture begins to form. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. A lesson I learned in another life. So, we'll be investigating this secret facility in Ueyuata then. And this time, I want you to come along, Galulja. Yay! Ueyuata. Ueyawata. Yeah, okay. Is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the drift downs. All right. Thank you, Shale. All right. Let's go. Where legs go. Whoosh. Legs lugging low. Legs go, lamers. So the hover cargo will take us across the lake. I've never been over there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it'll be too different from here. We'll likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful everyone. Oh, it's a Duncan! Is the Duncan! Let's go! Now the question is, am I going in alone? Or is somebody gonna log in into this dungeon with me? Let's see. Oh, don't tell me guide stuff. Uh, oh. Let's see.
Yeah, logging in right now. In queue.
Okay.
Yeah, and the guide was about 11 stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, working back on the Zalart mission so I can get that capacity point bonus at the end of it.
Ah, yes. We'll have to play some 11 sometime. Soon.
Oh, this reminds me, my grandfather's...
Okay. Gotcha. I'm like, I should mute the Discord for, well, I don't know. Wasn't sure exactly what you were gonna say about it. Yes. Yep, yep. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and unmute you now. Oh my gosh. Oh, spooky.
Everything's lightning aether inflicted.
Yeah.
I gotta mute this. I can't hear both of those twice.
Oh. Alright, you all set?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and double pull, I think.
You're fine. You should be okay. I'd be very surprised if I could not keep you up. Yeah, see? Easy.
No problem.
You don't have the gear. I got the gear.
I'm in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I figured you should be. I got nothing else other than this character, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't, I've got 703 on Paladin. It's not great, but...
I don't think it's fine. I think I'm like... Oh yeah, 718. I definitely would be higher if I played every to get stones.
Oh, sure. Or I could probably stand to get the fending stuff from the light heavyweight gear. It does look pretty cool too.
And you can also get stuff from the Greenery.
Yeah, that's true. We need to do that again, by the way.
Yeah, we got all the way until
Tuesday? Yeah. Plenty of time. Lindblom Zagnau. Alright. Man, he's got quite a chin.
electrical overload. I'm assuming this is a raid wide.
Probably. Yep. Oh, he jumped to a specific spot.
He's going. I don't know what
I
that
think he's
means.
hitting that column. Haber toss. Yeah, he's gonna throw that thing.
Okay. Easy enough. Oh, that's easy.
Okay. Little weird.
I
Oh,
don't want to stand here.
no. I'm glad this isn't super annoying or anything.
He's going down super fast.
Yeah.
He's gonna do the same thing he did before. Except he's not going.
Electrope
Electrope.
emerges from the ground. Alright. Oh. Yeah.
What sparkling fissure is.
I don't know. would make the most sense.
We have 2 black mages.
Oh, we do have 2 black mages.
That's not what black mages I've ever seen. That's so many black mages. Oh yeah, this must suck for black mages.
Oh yeah, holy crap.
Yeah, like this fight isn't that bad. It has a lot of movement, but at least it's fairly easy to spot movement.
Yeah, that wasn't as bad as I was afraid it might be.
Oh, 705. Guess it's done in here, but still.
Gear for peasants.
Yeah.
Well, you know, some people like don't even do the raid.
No, I know.
And it's not like we've been going
better
after
gear if I did the tougher stuff, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
some of that stuff.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Hello. I was gonna read the research note, but okay. I'm gonna read the research note anyway. Ah. Dang, I was hoping that the research note would just like have something that I could carry with me on the screen. That does not appear to be the case. Rotten Hound an abandoned research facility? Starting to feel very Resident Evil. While His Majesty Zeralja is not the first to conceive of transferring a beast's soul into a person's body, safety and oh, I see. So that beast transference, this is where they developed it.
This is very Resident Evil-y.
So they... Yeah, it is. Holy crap. The beast modes that they use in the Arcadian. Whoa! They
Yeah,
are
pug
zombies! You don't think that we'd actually find a... that could be interesting. If any of this research could apply to the Arcadian raid.
Maybe.
Cause that boss has the soul problem.
Keep going.
Oh yeah, sure, sorry. Her soul is all wibbly wobbly. Because of all the beast nonsense, so... Oh man! This is just the Resident Evil dungeon now. Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, it's clearly what they're going for. Reminiscent of a Resident Evil dungeon, Resident Evil lab, bunch of zombie researchers.
Yeah. Overseer Kaniloka. Oh, that's the name of the guy. What's he saying? Surrender your souls to the king. Great. No. Don't think I will. Oh, ow.
Oh. Someone was not prepared for that.
Yeah. Don't do soul stuff.
Okay. Oh. Make tiny little steps. Ah, damn.
You alright?
Get in here. Yeah, one of them hit me again there. I was doing it so flawlessly.
Oh man, what the heck?
He's casting dark too. There's space, there's space.
Barely.
There was space. I saw it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, we gotta get away from that.
Ow. Oh, I'm dead.
I'm like, casting on you doesn't work because he's too far away, you big dummy.
Sorry, I should have stayed with the group.
That's fine.
Wow, I didn't like that.
Why did you, why did you go so low? Did you get hit?
I walked into the goo. Not on purpose, of course, but, you know.
Buddy, you walked right back into me. Come on. Oh, there's a stack.
What? Why is he using Tank Buster over there? I have my tank stance on.
You do, yeah.
What is happening?
They may just have too much threat and you don't.
Maybe. Because of the one time I died? That doesn't make... What the heck was... Alright. Alright. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, maybe you needed to provoke.
Literally never had to use provoke before. Not that I don't know how, it's just... not something I'm used to, not a button I'm used to having to push.
Well, you don't normally die as a tank in boss fights, but
That's true.
you're just across the map with me.
Oh! Just giant glowing rocks.
Another rock, get a bunch of things. That, and then watch out.
Huh? Oh! It's a bunny!
Lunapiati.
Lunapiati. He's gonna get you. Oh. This way. Oh, fending earrings. Cool. Those are not an upgrade, turns out. The gloves were, though. Huh. Okay, here we go.
Raging Claw.
Maybe get behind him? Yep.
Yeah. I was moving. Both. Okay.
Ah!
What the fuck?
Is it poop? Oh no.
Sure hope
They called it loaf.
not. Loaf. Yeah, I'm aware. What? Not
It's
sure.
the...
Just don't be near the lines.
Yeah, it's like Ruby Weapon.
First set of lines explode, the second line. Okay.
Ooh, get off that.
Yeah, I was already that was cracked.
Crater car. Okay. Yeah, we definitely don't want to fall down there. Ooh, run around.
Oh shit, Raging Claw. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, ah! Oh.
You alright?
You're fucking Raging Claw. Oh, whoops!
Oh, you fell off! Oh no!
I was totally fine. The Raging Claw just hurt a bunch. But I had a shit ton of instacast stuff to heal me. And then I was just trying to rejoin you all and didn't realize. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. Move.
I'm the healer now.
Ah.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, damn. Say pop a potion if you have a good potion.
Ah. I don't think I have potions on me. I could eat this omelet. Okay, so don't fall down. Alright, ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Get behind him.
Yep. Okay, that one doesn't apply stacks, but it does actually hit multiple times, and it does seem like it can kill you if someone doesn't heal you.
Alright, get ready for poop phase. I don't know.
Oh, we started the ring.
Oh,
first.
the lines. Oh, oh, stay away. Okay, go, 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 go. There we go.
Yeah, that one's a lot spicier than it seems. Yep, alright.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go for that.
Not where you were. I was safe.
Oh, I see. Oh, 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 okay.
Yeah, what the fuck? What happened to both of those people? They both died.
I don't know.
God damn it.
Just don't fall in the hole. Oh, other way, other way, other way. Get behind him, get behind him.
Please move, other people. You fuck.
Crap, I got in the sludge.
You may tick down a bit, but Exocog is on you.
Okay. All cleared of the
You won't-
sludge.
You won't even get to it. I'll do other AoE healing that just hits you anyways.
Well, it's the thought that counts. And now we run this way.
Oh, you sneaky son of a bitch.
It's alright. I'll just never forgive you. Almost there. We got it. Now there's a big hole in the ground and a dead bunny. Okay, cutscene time.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Vali Armanda.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility.
Oh, they wanted to
Trial
put...
Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject.
They wanted to put
Though
people
I
in the
expect
Toral
Elijah
Vidral?
did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
Oh, we're echoing. We have not echoed very much this expansion, and I feel like some of the exposition could have been done with echo.
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
So they want to put people inside the
This
beasts.
would allow one to wield the power of a Tural Vidral. In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
Huh. That guy's got voice lines.
So, you've given him permission?
Teishalja, you will assist Kaniloka. As one of the Land's Guard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments. You will also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me. You object to his project? Or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power. But with no one to rely upon, we must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will do as you command. But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
What do you desire?
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliyollal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close. So very, very close.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours. The
I
truth I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
uh, is she after? Does she want him? Does she want his genetic material?
Are you alright?
I don't know what she meant by that. So very, very close.
Tayshelja. Could she be my mother?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in the Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Ubigo women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
This observatory Kanaloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility?
Ooh, spooky.
We might learn something about Tayshelja there.
That's where we're going next then.
Is that another dungeon? Wondrous Tales duty complete. Oh, cool. Great. I wish I could see into the past like you. Then I could see people who are gone. Because there aren't any other Mamulja women here, for a long time, I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. But when I visited Tuliolal and saw some, I was finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day, I hope I can see what she actually looked like as well. Okay. Oh, I guess I have to pick one of these. I don't know. You may now enter Yuyuwara Field Station in the party. The avatar is cool. While we've discerned the purpose of the research conducted here, the traces of it that remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let us take a look around, for information as well as a way to the upper level. Okay. Oh good, I can fix my glam here. Oh man. What happened to the people here? Did they all leave? Or did we already meet them? Yeah, buddy. Hate to say it, but... to think that people actually volunteered their souls for these experiments. Success was far from guaranteed, and even in the best case, they would cease to be men. Was their devotion to zoology so absolute? It won't open, and I don't think it'll yield to our shoulders either. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way and find the key. Okay. We'll go look for a key. There's a dude. There's a dude. Oh, there's some guys. Anything? I wonder what Becklug would make of this research into transferring souls. I mean, Becklug is good at that. I hope Becklug becomes like a story character again at some point. I always like to see them. The research is likely moved between the upper and lower levels. Perhaps we can find a key among their belongings. Yeah, maybe. Makes me angry to think about what they did here. Yeah. It's very spooky. Oh. Can I go back here? Oh, I can go back here. Alright, so I need to find a key. Among the researchers' belongings. Oh, search for a way to the upper floor. Okay, so I probably actually have to click on this and then be like, because I talked to Alize and she's like, oh, we gotta find a key. Yep. Search for the verification key. They're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not... Oh, sweetie. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write. Can write good, yes? I am good. Very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today, bit off hand of feeder. Cannot help it, so strong. Hungry, always hungry. Cannot control. Eat, I must eat. Am eater, must eat. Oh. Spooky. Don't like that. I wonder why they would revert. Supplies for the staff are neatly arranged within the cabinet. Among the various items is a manual outlining You good? Outlining regulations and tranquilizing gas to be used in emergencies. Got it. You found the key? Great, I'll call the others. It seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. So we've slain the lead researcher. So, this is the observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple that held Valagarmanda. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue, even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure, most likely. For a blessing, we managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Galulja's mother. I think I can use this terminal. Shale taught me how. There's so much data, I don't what we should look at. I don't know what we should look at. That's okay. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name Tishalja. Clickety clickety click. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, who's a little goober? It brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. Tishalja, Administrator of Experimental Treatments, Research Logs. This sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted, and even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. Then let us take it to the back room and have Shale analyze it. Agreed. Alright, I'll transfer it to this storage device I brought. There, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. Alright. Waiting for everything to go wrong. And here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. But first things first, let us deliver the data to Shale. Sure. Whoosh. Whee! Oh, it's like a zip line now. Whee! Huh. Oh, it's not gonna let me zip all the way up there, is it? Nope, wall. Okay. Well, that was kind of fun. I know I'm flying in first person, so it's not quite right, but still kind of fun. Oh man, could you imagine if we had like a grappling hook or a zip line or something? Something a little bit more physicsy. I don't think this game could handle that, to be honest. They'd have to make a new game, but it'd be neat to be able to travel around more of these big areas. Look, they got flying cars up there. I want a flying car. Okay, anyway, we need to go to the back room. Walking around here in first person is really neat, actually. the map is a little cramped. You heading to the back room? Yeah. So so seeing it like this is kind of neat. Oh, Geode's here. Welcome back. Lulja has already given me the storage device. There looks to be a wealth of information, something something. I missed it. In that case, Alize and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. Aye, their mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I've finished my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Alize isn't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the Sol system, but even they're unsettled, and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason, too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving for Tural, ones with no elders to care for. Word of that problem has reached us in Tuliolal. My brother is doing all he can to see that Shaktoral Railroad restored to operation, so that people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Kona seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shale's working on the device, we could go see the state of it for ourselves. To Shaloni Station, then. I'll make sure to keep Kona informed. Okay. Pretty sure I can just fast travel. Shashinaweza Springs? Oh good, I did pick the right place. Oh my god, are you still married? Ugh. She's gonna be a custom delivery too, and I'm just like, delete the wife. Vow of Resolve, and to Carranzo to boot. What can I do for you? Nothing right here. But, you know... delete the wife! No, anyway, sorry. Control myself. We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Toral that can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, the Vow of Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Scratch the on his way. Well, look at you. Did our little Bun Bun finally outgrow his old clothes? Yeah, gotta tease him a little. Stop that. As you well know, my previous attire was that of a gleaner, and I have chosen a different path. It was time for a change. Alright. You're here about the railroad too? It was in part for my sake that the original Dawnblazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist in its replacement. Speaking of which... I assume Lamachi has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations, but now we're back to our original problem. How to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mewahetson. That is the Ronik. Though the Hetzaro that follow them are none too pleased about their Hetzo being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. But a silent train presents a different danger. The Ronik will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the rail routes plotted to avoid the Ronik's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. The Ronik's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I am not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Mewahetson for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter, and I too would hear what the Hetzaro have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Huato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hetzaro encampment if you like. Ah, it's fine. Maybe he's bi. No, I'll just go to the source. Or not the source, the first. There's another version of him that hangs out with the guys. Of course, he had, I think he had a drinking problem because his wife died. So, I don't know, maybe he's straight over there too. Ah, that would be tragic. Thou resolve, thou reason. I bid you welcome to our camp. But what brings you all the way to Mewahetson? I thank you for seeing us. Our visits concern the matter of the Shaktaral Railroad. Here's all the stuff we talked about in the last cutscene. I don't remember what Kona is supposed to sound like, I'm sorry. You too have noted the Ronik's unexpected change in behavior then. My son Shepetto has been looking into this matter. Shepetto? Normally, we'd expect the Ronik to keep to their favorite grounds nearby for a while yet, and despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Pyareyonan and Yatanane. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westward toward your railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Hetzaro would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of Hetzaro descent. My parents traveled with the Ronik as well, though I myself had no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration. One of the many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I am forced to assume. Unless he's not from here. A chance encounter with a kind Palu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stall keeper in Tuliolala's market. And that is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. Truly, I've never heard of the Ronique choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any Hetzara willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following in their footsteps that I might better The idea of following in their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. Let's appeal to his intellectual curiosity. As is often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort with the Hitsaro way may arise from fear of reopening old wounds rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. And to refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor Dawn servant indeed. Please teach me of the Ronique and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of Hetzaro culture with me? I should like to approach this with the fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Ronique, and we'll have a look around the plains, and perhaps in the process we'll find the answers we seek. Alright. What do we think of Arenvale's new glam? Because I gotta say, I don't love it so far. But I could get used to it. The quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. Of course not. I am not the most experienced, I am ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. Sorry, I was slipping in Arenvale there. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Now, introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Let us meet back here later to see what we've learned. Oh. God, it is so hard to talk with my allergies going off. I need to get some more water or something. Oh, little kitty. I did think it was funny, so I found some settings to change the characters' names to where's that coming from? Anyway, I found a setting to change them to just initials. So I'm like, that's good for that's probably good for streaming and privacy and stuff. And then it turned out in that dungeon that that it still had the party's names there, so maybe I'm missing a setting. Oh. playing his music for the ladies. You're learning about the Hitsaro way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I arrived at them myself. Yeah, me too. Ahem. Our Hetsaro provide our Hetso provide us with something that we use in medicines, poultices, and soap to drive away pests and to sustain our fires. What is it? Bones, hooves, are hooves bones? Both horns and hooves have cores of bone, and we use all of those materials, albeit primarily in tent poles, instruments, and the like. It's not quite the answer I was looking for. Is it dung? Again? It sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. We've discovered myriad uses for Ronique chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Where there is a need, our Hetzo always provide. Great. Poop. Whoa. Hey, what up, buddy? This won't do. The wind will go right through it, and me without my needle and sinew. Oh, here. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Ronique hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. Oh, hello. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? We got a miner. What is going on with that jacket? Everseeker's Coat of Gathering. Uh-huh. Alright, cool. Oh my gosh, the eyes. I'm afraid I've finished with my tasks for the time being. But, since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you likely already know about that the Ronique and our Hetso are that the Ronique are our Hetso, our guides, that we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands, with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits in two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Hitsaro must also part with half of our number. You may think it a strange and stressful custom, but over the years, it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This, too, is the wisdom of the Hetso. Huh. Whoosh. As you stroke the Runique's coat, you note that many portions are shaggy and tangled. Aw. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job, mind you. A comb of the type that you're used to would just get lost in the tangle like as not. Well, I happen to have a comb right here. Ah, Geppetto sent a Ronique brush with you, did he? How like him. Now just run it through one little patch at a time, gently. Oh, did I miss an animation? Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries should the need arise. Oop. You smell of the grass and the wind, which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, if a bit on the furry side. I have to wonder how Valcona is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish to understand us was sincere. Ah, there he is now. Having a nice chat, are we, Kona? Apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Ronique and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how was your own work? Have you anything to share? Yes, I feel the truth of this myself. While I was hesitant to leave my fate to the whims of the Hetzo rather than tread the man-made paths, I arrived where I was meant to be all the same. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Ronique as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course. And regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Tural, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. And I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetzo are concerned. I'm glad to hear that, Valcona. You're welcome among our herd any time. Just give me the gill. I don't have space in my bags for extra food. Are you kidding me? Got too much dark steel and junk. Kona, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetzo. This Hetzo is my father now. They nourish the Hitsaro as they grow, and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Ronique are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hitsaro would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Ronik's once favored grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronik, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did not encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they looked to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, this sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Though the Hetzaro would have surely put two and two together were the cause geological. I measured the area's aether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. A total vidral, perhaps? Given where we are, I believe we are dealing with a powerful beast, a predator perhaps, given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. It couldn't be. A Turuhetsu. Turuhetsu. Ronik Reaver, in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetsu in the night is another evocative one. Ronik can fend off many predators with their horns, but not a Toruhetsu. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. Well, I guess we'll use explosives then. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. Well, I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home and its pack both. In any case, I believe the source of the Ronik's consternation is clear, as is our next move. We must drive this reaver away that they might return to the grazing lands in peace. Aw, did you see the little keychain on Aaronville's backpack? Never fear. We will make certain that the beast threatens you no more. Well, that'll be that for now. I'm sleepy, and like I said, it's hard to do all this talking while I'm all congested and stuff. Here, let's take a look at Aaronville's backpack. He's got a little mom keychain. That's actually kind of cute. Let's take a look at his threads. Let's see. I'm gonna be honest, I don't love the top. All the zigzaggy patterns are kind of, I don't know. zigzaggy and diamond patterns. I mean, they're fine, I guess. I'm not in love with it, you know? It's just like, he's just wearing a t-shirt, you know? The pants are fine. The shoes are very functional looking. I like them. The gloves are also fine. And the backpack's pretty great. And I guess his color is officially green at this point. I could listen to this all day. This one song on loop. This one guy just going. Anyway. Alright. I am gonna go. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good weekend. Okay, bye.